What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today, we dig into the mountain of models that I purchase and tell myself I'm going to paint with this box. The Unwelcome Guests for Draculas America. Now, I will eventually get around to playing Draculas America. I do own the rule book, and I have some models that I could use for it, but I bought this predominantly in the immediateness because I want it for Verret Wood, the Old West. But when I do eventually get around to Draculas America, I'll already have these, and I can use the cowboy models and stuff that I have for other Western games. I think that'll work just fine. So let's slide the little business off of here and see what we got inside. So before we open that bag, let's take a look at what's in the box. In the box, we have a Chupacabra, a Sam Squanch, a Jackalope, a Pale Rider, and a Manitou. Manitou, I think, is how that's said. I'm not exactly sure what that one is. I may have to look that one up. I'm not exactly sure what he is. And of course, the box art's always beautifully painted. Now that we know what's in here and what we're looking at, let's take a look. So we're looking at mostly single-piece models, which I love. Don't like building, like painting pretty good. Here's our Sam Squanch. He looks so noble and majestic. Good detail on the fur. Minimal cleanup. Trim that gate off. Get this thing off his head. All cheeked up on a Tuesday. Love the facial expression. Love his face. Next up is our Chupacabra, our goat sucker. And this is the tail. It took me a second to figure out, actually, once I turned the model over, I realized there was a hole in it, obviously. But I was looking at the art, and it's hard to see in the box art that it has a tail. So that threw me for a little bit of loop, but don't throw that away. That is the Chupacabra's tail. And gates to trim. Tongue all hanging out. Ready to get your goats. Fat belly. He's full. Next, we have the Manitou. And looking closer at the model, it looks kind of werewolfish. Lots of teeth, but then it's got these rotten bits out of it right there. No tail or anything. Cheeked up yet again. Nobody has hair on their butts. That's okay. Real kind of lanky model. Kind of eerie. The arms are way longer than proportionally they should be. I think that's intentional. It makes it look very, very unsettling. Stuff with fur is always a joy because it's really fast and easy to paint, and quick base contrast, dry brush highlight, and you're out the door. Next is our Jackalope. Here's his body. Sleek, elegant, definition of grace. Oh no, did I just break a horn? No, I didn't. That wasn't the horn. That wasn't part of the horn. That was just gate. trimming. And then our head goes on like, oh, well, does it? Like that. Look at that majestic son of a gun right there. Out on the prairie, just living his best jackalope life. This model brings me great joy. I'll also probably be using this for the rabbit that you need for one of the regular Veritwood modules. That may just be dual purposed in that way. Kind of a better look at the head. Good stuff. And lastly, we have the Pale Rider. So here is his horse. Properly necrotic and rotted away. I love the skull showing at the head. More rib cage on that side. And then the rider is a separate piece, but the rider himself is all one piece. But he's not a pirate. Oh, almost. There we go. There's the full effect. Originally, I kind of only wanted the Sasquatch. And maybe the Jackalope. But they were like $6, $7, $8 a piece. This whole box was like 21 pounds. Or I keep saying bucks. 6 to 8 pounds a piece. Maybe a little bit more. The box, all of them together, was like 21 pounds. So it was just kind of a no-brainer. And then lastly, special bonus, if you stuck around, also grab this. The MDF token sheet for Draculas America. And I'm glad that I did. I'm not going to take the plastic off of here because if any of these are loose, I don't want them to get lost. But it's all printed in color, pre-cut MDF. Like this is a nice token sheet for the 6 or 8 pounds or so that it was. And it should cover all the things that you need for the game. And I do love tokens. These were done by Sarissa Precision for clarity on origins. But I'm really happy with this sheet of tokens. I like these kinds of tokens, the ones that are made to kind of sit right on the rim of the base so you can see the statuses. Good stuff. Happy about this purchase. Happy and excited to eventually get into this game. There's a lot of things on the list for this year that we're going to try to get to. One thing at a time, though. But for today, that's it. We're done here. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while we took a look at the Unwelcome Guests box for Draculas America from Osprey Games, figures from North Star Military Figures, tokens from Sarissa Precision. Thank you, and I hope that you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.